Capricorn, you are protected as you are transcending, as you are evolving here. We have the Guardians of the Land protection, number 21. And we have Pegasus transcending, number 28. So I'm getting, you may be called to the collective read that I have just done, which is about the space of sacred pause. We're in the chrysalis, in the transformation period, and we are ascending. So it is an uncertain time. You may be called for more protection. So you may be called to some rituals, crystals, maybe even some sage, whatever you are drawn to here to make you feel protected and more at ease during this transition. But your angels and your team are protecting you at this time, which is beautiful. Okay, what does Capricorn need to know for February? So thank you so much for being here. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. If you feel called to like, comment, and subscribe, I would greatly appreciate it. Okay, Capricorn, what else do you need to know for Feb? What's going on for you? Yang. Interesting. And I'm going to take this too, which is poised. Peace, number 23. Yang is masculine energy, number 1. It's about taking action. Number 48 is poised. This is about remaining calm. And I feel like you may be wanting to go, take action, do something. You're getting impatient. And this kind of links back to that collective read about the stillness that we are in and the sacred pause. It's a pause, right? And this is action. And remain poised during this time, because I feel like there is a lot of upgrades that are going on. You are transcending. You're still rising and growing and evolving here. Your wings are being built so you can take action, but there is this impatience potentially around this, and there's a message here around slowing down, taking a breath, and actually looking at what's fueling this urgency, because I don't think there is urgency. There's just this impatience and the ego going, if we don't do anything, are we safe? Yeah, interesting. So there's this protection card coming in. So I feel like it is a part of this upgrade in your nervous system that we are going through, where in the Capricorn is that hustle mentality, right? And we've come out of that Capricorn era of hustle mentality, and we are going into the age of Aquarius, and it's more about flow, honoring peace, and it's the masculine energy still has a part to play. It just looks different. This was dominant, right? Now the feminine energy is working with the masculine energy. And there is going to be a time to take action, but it's asking you to do it in a poised, balanced, grounded manner. Before it was, if you had an idea, boom, you're starting it, you're working on it till the nth degree, where it's like, actually, I know there's change and I know that there is something that I need to do, but I will do it as and when I'm called in flow, and I will allow myself to remain poised and in peace, especially when we're in this phase, this cocoon, this chrysalis, which can last up to, I keep on hearing 10 to 14 days. It's going to be different for everyone, but a moment where there actually isn't, you're not going to be called to do anything. You may even feel slightly disconnected with your guides, your teams. You think, I'm not getting the downloads, I'm not getting the inspiration. Why is everything quiet? It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. Okay, let's get another message out for you, Capricorn, for February. What else does Capricorn need to know? Beautiful. Number 54, Skunk Spirit, know your worth. This is honoring yourself. This process is honoring yourself. And I think that's the thing. You know your worth now. You're not going to burn yourself out anymore. You don't have to. This came out in the Scorpio read. So you may have Scorpio strong in your chart, or you may be called to watch that reading, because that was about knowing your worth and really stepping into honoring boundaries. I feel like before there was this people-pleasing aspect to you as well, Capricorn. And when you thought, okay, I know my worth, I'm going to put a boundary up. But then that boundary came with guilt and, oh my God, have I ruptured that relationship because I haven't gone above and beyond? And I feel like now you don't have that pressure. You're actually feeling quite poised in taking time for self, resting, not doing absolutely everything for everyone, not saving others. There's this beautiful energy of being now comfortable in you. Like, there's been a process of where your subconscious may react to, like, oh my God, I've put up these boundaries and now everyone's upset, or now what does this mean? And it's created a lot of stress when you've honored yourself in the past, where now it's settling in your body, it's settling in your nervous system, that it doesn't actually bother you anymore. You're so poised. There's no need to take action when your body is being called to rest. Your body is called to, keep some of your energy for yourself, which 100% you're entitled to. Communication is key. New moon in Gemini. Interesting. Interesting that this comes out when I've just been talking about boundaries with people. And I feel like you know your worth when communicating with others. I think when in the past, potentially, that people pleasing, you're not afraid to say no when you're communicating. You're not needing to over explain yourself, justify why. The communication feels clean rather than, doesn't feel cold, it just feels clean. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius, and we have confidence is your key to success. Yes, there's a sense of confidence in protection, your evolution, your growth, and what you're doing, where you're moving. I even feel like for some Capricorns, this communication here is that, which is ironic, but that you're not communicating the same. You're not sharing absolutely everything. Because when we overshare, we leak energy. And I feel like you're learning that, you know your worth, you're not feeling guilty about it, and you're seeing the bigger picture. You're seeing how honoring yourself, honoring this transition, honoring your energy, protecting your energy has a greater benefit for you and for the collective, the people around you. Okay, interesting energy, Capricorn. Let's dive into the tarot. And see what's going on for you. Okay. What's going on for Capricorn in Feb? What is going on for Capricorn? I love this. This feels very Nine of Pentacles. I'm seeing Nine of Pentacles in my mind's eyes. So very sovereign. You've reclaimed your power. You are comfortable. You don't need anyone's external validation. You don't need to please anyone outside of yourself. It's like you're still kind, you're still open, but you're just not bending to other people, making other people comfortable at your discomfort. We have the Two of Cups, so this could be in relationships. I was getting that with maybe friends with the Three of Cups, but just people around you. You're being okay with not being liked for some. You are maybe because you are honoring yourself, and that may be triggering a lot of people around you, making other people uncomfortable, and you're realizing that that's not your responsibility, but feeling comfortable in that. Interesting. What's going on in your energy? 10 of Wands. Yeah, you're putting down a burden that you have carried for years, Capricorn. Beautiful. What is your challenge? The Queen of Swords. You are discerning. You're, like I said, you're not afraid to cut away people, places, things that aren't serving you, and you're not being cold about it, but you're not like over explaining yourself or feeling guilty about it. And you're cutting away this burden. It is a challenge, but it doesn't feel as hard as it once was. If that makes sense. What's coming towards you here? The Page of Swords. Yeah, new information. This could be communication coming in. Again, communication is key. And what is your advice here? The High Priestess. Yes, follow that intuition. There is a new level of self-trust here. Huge. Okay, let's get some clarifiers out. Why is the Ten of Wands here for Capricorn? Where's the Ten of Wands here for Capricorn? You have the Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. You also have the Five of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. The Five of Swords to me is winning at all costs. And I feel like you're letting go of that hustle mentality. You're not wanting, you don't have to prove to anyone that you're working the hardest anymore. You know that you work hard. You're a Capricorn. You're also not, you've been fighting to keep others happy, to keep others comfortable. And I feel like you're operating from the heart space, and that's a self-love, self-trust. The Two of Wands, you're at that precipice of change. It feels like you've almost taken off all these wands off your back, and you're holding them in front of you going, wow, I have been trying to prove how hard I work and to make everyone else incredibly comfortable by making myself uncomfortable, by holding all these things. There's a sense of loyalty, but it's been to your detriment, where you've been loyal to people and trying to like almost save them. to help others, but you've just taken on their burdens and made life harder for you just because you like, yeah, but I'm the goat. I'm the Capricorn. I can push. There's very strong Scorpio energy here, so you may want to watch that read, like I said before. But you're at that precipice of going, you're just looking at them now, because normally in the traditional right away, this is on the back. She's holding them in front so she can see, look what I have been carrying, and I don't have to carry them anymore. So you're at that precipice of going, oh, I don't need to do this anymore, and put them down. That's why I feel like when you're putting these boundaries up, before it used to feel difficult because you didn't see what you were carrying and it was on your back, right? And you felt guilt, and where now it's in front of her, she can kind of see and understand why it's easier to put them down. So with the Queen of Swords being in your challenge, why is the Queen of Swords here, please, Spirit? The Queen of Swords, clarify about the Queen of Swords. Okay. The Page of Wands here at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this is you deciding. You're choosing you. You are protecting your energy. You're discerning. It's a challenge because the Seven of Cups, you have history when you have maybe honored yourself before and it's felt very uncomfortable, or other people have responded in a way that maybe you didn't think, oh, I'm just doing this for my highest good and for my well-being, and other people are angry or upset. They haven't honored you in your process because they couldn't meet you where you're at. And I feel like the challenge here is to discern and to continue to let that go. But I feel like it's becoming easier. So even though this is in your challenge, it's becoming easier because you understand it more. Okay, why is the Page of Swords coming towards you? Beautiful, beautiful. The Ten of Cups, the Magician, the World, my goodness. So you may be having some insight or some communication that comes in that you've manifested, and it brings you emotional fulfillment and a whole new cycle, a whole new you. This feels like a whole new you. This is the student in tarot. So this might be something that you are learning to be comfortable with. This new version of you, this new confident you, this person that knows your worth. And my goodness, it's leading to some beautiful energy. So your advice here is the High Priestess. There's the High Priestess here. With the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck and the Three of Wands. This is about trusting your intuition. This is also being comfortable in the unknown. The Three of Wands, this person is waiting for their ships to come in. Manifestations are coming in. You are becoming, you're attracting more, Capricorn. You were one to hustle, and you were the one to create that yang energy. That yang energy, you're still doing stuff, but you're doing it more poised, you're doing it more calmly, and you're doing it when you're guided to do it. And I feel like you are becoming more comfortable, and maybe this is because this is in the challenge, right? The Queen of Swords is in the challenge, to discern, am I wanting to act because I'm being impatient, or am I wanting to act because this is what I'm guided to do? And with the High Priestess and the Three of Wands, you're learning to be comfortable and confident in the unknown. in the waiting. And it's because it's not waiting, in the preparation, in the alignment. So, interesting energy, Capricorn. Okay, let me know if this resonates in the comment section down below. But this is your reading. I'm sending you much love, light, and insight, and I'll see you next time.